you know, play in a threat range in and out. She was just staying out the whole time, and Yoshi is not scared of that.
Not at all.
Uh-oh, Kaizur versus Fradin. This is going to be a sweaty match for sure.
You already know. And would it surprise you if I told you that this is a loser side match feat?
Oh, no. Losers against Fradin's Horong is a scary place to be. Losers against Kaizur is a scary place to be. These particular players not married to the idea of a stable game plan, you know? So it can be really hard to be confident that you might have the right read when Kaizur decides to do his backswing blow. When Fradin decides that this is the mix I want to run and one of us is going to die.
Ooh, perfect spacing on that. Knew that it would beat the backdash in that situation. Trading knockdowns for knockdowns. Nice keep out jab. Kaizur going for some throws. And keep out is the name of the game right now.
Yeah, Kaizur leaning into some of the bigger buttons early. Fradin putting out the forward two from downtown and happened to stop it. Now he has the advantage and he runs home with it.
Blocking the homing option off the right foot forward. Not an option you see too often, but we got some specialists on the screen.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that the open stage probably presenting a bit of a challenge for Kaizur. Usually, azucena gets you to the wall, and then with the spike combo puts you in a horrible mix, but he keeps getting caught going in. Fradin with a counter hit launch. This should be a simple conversion. 3 straight.
Damn, and could have had the rest of the wall too. That's 110 damage combo easy right there. Kaizur getting caught. By the way, for those of you that are wondering, how did Kaizur get to loser side? He actually also lost to Sergei Strokanov and was telling us about that earlier on. Got caught right there. And Fradin as well. Let's see who Fradin lost to be able to get here. That was Heavenly. Oddly enough.
Oh, Heavenly put Fradin into losers?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, okay.
Get ready for the next battle.
So the reason that both of these players are where they are in losers are because of the last 2 players that we saw. I like that. We like a good story that we can follow here.
Nice. Empty stance transitions. Great way to, we were talking about it with the earlier azucena player, right? Just changing when your opponent thinks it's time to guess can be just as powerful as a successful mix-up. It can get you a lot of opportunities later.
Brother, I really usually have myself a timer for Kaizur backswing blows, but I already done messed up on it. I know we're at least on number 3 here. Kaizur with the down jab heat first. And Fradin bouncing back immediately with that extremely balanced 2-jab launcher.
Can't ever forget about it when Horong is in heat. He is a Kuma for just a little bit. Counter hit jab is no joke. Unsafe extension. Kaizur nice. Answering the flappy kick definitively with the down 3.
He is a Kuma, except you have to get counter hit though. So there's that one little asterisk Quarring players will tell you. He lost all of his counter hits, guys. Kaizur getting ducked under yet another one of the Kaizur geysers.
And I like that he's using the back turn, back step, like the mid parry. It doesn't give him a conversion or anything, but it's a nice way to shut down retaliation right away. He's got a great position here. Spends the heat. Ideally would like to close it before Horong gets into his heat and builds some momentum. Great timing!
Oh, staying frame tight on that Oki, nice. I like the Peacekeeper from the backdash. Not an option you see too much, but Fradin could not keep it going. Nice sidestep right jab from Kaizur.
Okay, clean splat. Oh, misses the spike ender, but finds the mix-up after, so we'll take that.
Did I fix it, or did I set up the next evolution of great? Did I just set up the next theme?
That's true. If he gets the spike, it's a forced mix. If he gets the flip over like there, it guarantees a rollover. They may not be ready to block low after. So shaking up the situation slightly could be advantageous. Oh. Another counter hit flappies, this time off the low. Step on her. Beautiful sidestep.
Chillin'. And yes, I do have a second hit to that string, and I can delay it. Hits the forward 3+4 on the end of it for just that little bit of cheeky taunt. And we got ourselves game 3. That one is going much faster than our last game.
Yeah, no, definitely. It's been said occasionally, but I think it's pretty clear that the infinite stage changes the metagame a lot, right? At the wall, these Tekken 8 mix-ups become really, really egregious. And in the open stage, you can't really stack advantage very much unless you're like a particular type of character. So the game speeds up so much more when there's walls. And maybe that's obvious. Maybe people think that that's a very obvious analysis, but you'd be surprised. I think that a lot of people might assume that an infinite stage, well, it's Tekken 8. We have range, we have homing, we have coverage. It should be fast anyways, but it's not always the case.
Especially when you've got people like Kaizur so deeply rooted into that Tekken 7 play style that, you know, we changed around. And so that disengaging is definitely something that you want, especially against these characters. You do not want to be in the situation where azucena is at her back turn and you're -5. You don't want to be up against Flamingo and Hwoarang is right up in your face. Down 3+4, another great situation where Hwoarang puts you in some crazy you can get some option selection, things like that, but it can be hard when they see it coming, when we're on layer 3, layer 4.
Double counter hit. Kaizur is not afraid to mash, and a nice block there. Suddenly, he's the one with advantage. Baseball slide.
Get up and down back 3 immediately? What are we on? No 14-frame punish? Uh-oh.
I don't know if you caught that. That was so sneaky. Nice backswing blow. Kaizur did the back roll from grounded, and there's a moment where he wakes up in back turn. That's how he got the power low. I totally forgot about that. That's like a law trick from Tekken Tag 2. You would like back roll and then do the launching down 4. Kaizur leveraged that.
That was so crazy, brother. Good catch.
Yeah, super aware of just the game engine on top of his character.
Fire. Nice throw. Working out. Of course. That's the option. The opponent's on the floor. Woohoo!
Nice step right into jab, just shutting down the offense. Doesn't matter if he gets a tiny reward. He turned off Hwoarang's advantage state.
First in a down jab. Great idea. Yeah. Another backswing blow. Liberator just run up on him. Catch him trying to throw those duffs. No, sir.
Kaizur is finding his flow. Libertador parry, and then heat smash, and then sidestep down forward 2 at this round. Everything is going his way. Nice splat. Spike ender. This is nasty.
Fradin is in some... Oh, man. Tragic. Just a little bit late at the punish.
Good down jab.
Down forward 1 string. One of the hardest ones to deal with. The down forward 1 string was the string, like the string at the beginning of Tekken where we were like, oh my gosh, how do I deal with this thing? And then you pull it out in that situation. And it hits as well. So hard for Fradin to deal with after dealing with all of the rest of what Kaizur made him have. And after game 1, it really seemed like Fradin was putting it on, especially with as many of those counter hit flappy kicks that he got. But Kaizur just was really aware, as you said earlier, and was able to stop Fradin from playing his game plan anymore.